scores of armed security operatives, including soldiers, policemen, and civil defense, surround the 214-hectare property near Socorro, where multiple luxury duplexes are being developed. After about 6 hours, the buildings, some of which had got to lintel level, and the fence are all pulled down and left in a heap of rubble. The property is owned by one of the foremost private developers in Abuja, Praco Nigeria Limited, led by Linus and Nicholas Ukachukwu. Ukachukwu claims the demolition was done in bad faith.
Wike called for a meeting over the land. We went with our documents. After I see what we have with our lawyer and the other people's other sunrise, which they get part of that land. And Wike said there is nothing on this, that the court should take effect after going around the land. His normal ways of behavior. He started shouting, how would they take all this land and give to Igbo man?
According to him, all the legal title to the property had been obtained, including 2 ministerial approvals, the latest from the erstwhile FCT Minister Bello Muhammad.
He went through all due process, including ministerial approval. We have full final title, certificate, and offer.
A certificate of occupancy?
Yes, offer to certificate of occupancy.
Most alarming, according to him, is that there was no order revoking his rights to the property before the demolition took place.
As I'm talking to you now, we are not receiving any documents. All these things, it's only what we saw, the demolition. The title has not been revoked. We are not being served.
Ukachukwu also insists the action of the Minister of the FCT runs contrary to 2 pending court orders restraining any action by the FCT on the plot of land. 2
separate courts issued different court order restraining him from tampering or doing anything in those property. But all of a sudden today, we can move all the caterpillars in Abuja and went and started pulling those properties that we have invested billions into down.
He wants President Tinubu to wade into the matter to protect the rights of genuine investors and businessmen.
Calling Mr. President, who I know that has nothing to do with the tribe, to call on the bridge, either he remove this man.
And from the private sector's perspective, over the weekend, we got a report that a private developer was accusing the FCT administration, and in fact yourself, of ignoring 2 existing court orders and then went into his property and demolished.
Well, you see, the problem in this country, that is impunity. I've been doing it before. I'll continue to do it, and nothing will happen. Criminals are criminals. They may come in different ways. I've never seen like land grabbing in this FCT. I came in, so many petitions. So many petitions. One company called Praco, over 10 petitions. Different owners of properties. So I summoned a meeting of all of them. They came with their lawyers, senior advocates. And I said, look, what is this? Company A presented their own. Company B presented their own view. Company C, Company D, Company E. I said, okay. I'm going to seek for advice from external solicitors. I'm not going to take from inside house because the legal secretariat and land department have been so compromised. So I saw the views of very senior lawyers. 2 of them wrote to be different opinions, but arriving at the same thing. First of all, what happened? This land, this so-called ethnic Jugoist talk about, was allocated when there was no minister. The minister left May 29th, 2023. By June, the land have been allocated
By
by director of land.
No, but he said he got approvals
Listen,
from the former
if I tell you,
FCT minister.
if I tell you so many things, it is not as they, you see, these are the things they are clever by half. When all met, it's okay. Company B, this, don't do anything again. Until we're able to take a final decision. Do you know what happened? These guys, thinking they're too smart, went on, started fencing, and then started allocating the land to people to buy. How did I know? A lady came and said, look, Honorable Minister, I want you to advise me. There's a place I want to buy land. I said, where are you buying land? He said, so area. I said, hey, no, we're having a problem with the person. Don't. Another time the lady came back. It's a friend of mine, came back. So look, you're telling me, but people are buying buildings. Say what? Now I was going to commission the biggest water park at Sunrise. So I passed, it was the same area. I thought, what is going on? Then I commissioned the water park. And then, do you know that for me to commission that water park, it was a Friday. On a Thursday, this same company called Praco and their allies have gone to court, stopping me from commissioning the water park project. And allying with the LCT lawyer. You see how fraudulent these guys can be? Unfortunately, they didn't get the injunction. I drove from that place, came back, and called the general counsel. Come, who is doing this case for FCT? He says an external lawyer. External lawyer? Call the external lawyer. Get us our file back. How can you go and compromise with a plaintiff against us? I mean, I've never seen people who are so fraudulent in life. What they do here, they sue you, they sue me as FC minister. I'm not aware of the suit.
Because he claimed that there are two subsisting court positions.
Hold on. Look, you know these guys, they think we're PDP Anambra State. That is their job. They have court judgments in their pocket. These are people, that's how they keep PDP in Anambra State. They can produce court orders, judgments overnight. And I told them, you are wasting time.
So there was no court injunction.
I have told you who served me. Who served me any court injunction? In any case, we all agreed nobody should do anything. And then you are thinking that you are clever. Begin to sell the land. Okay, let me just tell you. What is investment? You ask government that to give you land for mass housing. It's not correct. Where are you building housing? The houses. You are not selling the land to individuals who are not building the houses. So what is the benefit of government? What they do, they tell government, look, we need 300 hectares. We are willing to develop mass housing. They will not do anything. They become land speculators and then make money. It's so embarrassing. I got a text from these so-called land grabbers. They call them, one of them says the Linus, Ukachukwu'S and this. You know what they told me the text?
Nicholas.
No, Linus. There's one Linus, there's one Nicholas. They are the same.
The one is Nicholas Ukachukwu'S.
Yeah, they are one Nicholas Ukachukwu'S. This one is Linus Ukachukwu'S. I don't know him. I've never met him. So send me text. I have the text in my phone. I have no respect. So, you told your Ikwere brothers that you want to deal with Igbos. Look at such a blackmail. The land we are talking about, did he give it to the Igbos? How can you think that you are too smart to come and begin to tell public, I said I would deal with Igbos. I mean, and people can sit down and listen to such a thing. Look, as far as I'm concerned, in this FCT, it will no longer go into business as usual. Okay. If you don't want to follow, now, even if you come to ask for land, I will ask you, show me your financial capacity. 2, give me the duration within which to develop the place. If that duration expires, FCT is entitled to take back their property. People come here, tell you that, look, they have partners, they want to develop 200 hectares of land. Are you thinking that you want really the FCT to, to be developed? And you go and allocate 200 hectares of land.
So,
in this case, let me finish. Some of these allocations are illegal. We are not afraid of court. But we have not known their tricks.
Yeah. But
most of
demolishing the place was also in accordance with the template that the FCD administration uses. Because what they are saying is that this is a disincentive to investors. If people have invested and they are building,
let me tell you,
and you move it to
let me tell you, what is investing? That is selling our land to people is investment. Why didn't you sell it ourselves? What is investment? That you are selling land to people to build houses is an investment. Look at, I say go to Sunrise. See what they call investment. See what they call creation of job. Building the biggest water park. Employing people. Creating wealth. If you come to say, look, I want to do this. I want to build a leisure park that will create job, that will create revenue. That's what they call investment. Not where you say, even though I know it's an illegal allocation, government give me land, we want to build houses. So, and government gives you land. You don't build any house. You go and start allocating to individuals who are now buying from you.
And then building themselves.
And building themselves.
Has that appreciated the original intention of
course.
So how is the matter?
What current situation now?
Wouldn't it be better if the FCT administration pursues a legal means of resolving the matter?
Demolishing it outright.
Legal means which is to terminate the allocation legally. More so when you said it was legally allocated.
Even when you hear stories, I have told you here, FCT is no longer going to be PDP Anambra. I have told you that. All these judgments and orders you think overnight you go and get, it will no longer work. 2, your connivance with the legal secretariat here. Do you know that they can go and serve them, serve land administration?
But a court judgment is a court judgment.
Hold on. Have you seen the court judgment? Is it that you just hear there's a court judgment? Go and read the court judgment. Whether the court says the land is their own.
Have you seen it?
There's no issue of title of judgment of the land.
Okay. Now the
what happened was
that
what happened was this. It's a long process. What happened was this. They went to court to say, court, tell FCD to return the documents, our documents they are holding. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Were you holding their documents?
I said, they went to court.
Yes.
And I met these matters here, not as I came. Please, so that everybody should have that. But this matter, there's so many, over 1,000 cases. All land. All land. And the court said, FCT, release their document. They release their document. Does that show that you have title to the land?
So,
and
what, Honorable Minister, what is the current position now with that 214 hectares?
No, there's no way they can go in there. It's not their land.
FCT is taking it over.
It is our property.
What documents are you talking about?
I have told you, these are things that is a long story. If you look at it, it's a long story. And these are specialists. They have no job other than penetrate the land administration, do all the deals. Do you know that even when they file suit against us, they make a deal with the legal secretariat. They bring an external lawyer. Where the case will be assigned to, from that to that external lawyer. Then the external lawyer will go to court and agree with them. And judgment will be filed against FC. I've never seen how corrupt human beings can be. So the point we're making, all this issue of sentiment, I have sat here, revoked people's land that by law we have power to do because they don't comply. Nobody has said, oh, you revoke me because I'm a Yoruba man. Nobody has said, oh, you revoke me because I'm an Hausa man. What has got to do with you want to deal with Igbos? What kind of crazy childish sentiment is that? Who will buy that? Okay, you're assuming because you're an Igbo man. Are the Igbos, do they have any benefit from that land? That you are now shouting that, oh, I want to deal with Igbos. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me.
What measures are you putting in place, pardon me, to discipline or to correct those people who are usually conniving with external people?
Yes. Now, you know the problem we have. Dealing with civil servants is a different procedure. If there were political appointees, I would have fired them immediately. But you have to follow procedure. Luckily now, we have Civil Service Commission, where they can now discipline you. As I speak to you now, I'm to publish the transfer of directors today. If I tell you the amount of lobbying, moving one director from here to there is a problem. Why? I don't understand how people think that we want to move forward in this country and we must continue to do things the same way. Just move this director here to this place. Now he goes, that I moved him because he's an Hausa man, or because he's a Muslim. Or I moved this person to this place. Or I moved him because he's an Igbo man. I can't believe this. And meanwhile, the same man who is talking about so-called Igbo, ask him, who is the chairman of the Civil Service Commission? An Igbo man. Who nominated him to president for recommended to the president? The first chairman of the Civil Service Commission of FCT is an Igbo man from Anambra. And then you come and tell people, I want to fight the Igbos because you want to go and steal land. Because you think that you are the only one who can go to court. We're not afraid of that. But things must be done right. I will not agree. If you like, go to all the national television. Carry a judgment, their so-called judgment, wave it like this. Well, we'll meet in court. So I'm not interested. But we are not PDP Anambra. We are not, and we can't be.
Your Excellency, just to bring it back a little, there was, everybody came to the table. You mentioned several companies, and
yes.
you said they should stay out.
Yes.
Is that process over now?
That's what I'm saying. Why we are trying to do that, he violated it. I'm thinking that he's too smart by going to fence and begin to sell the land. Now, if we allow you to finish selling the land, what have to do it?
As it is now, the land has reverted back to the...
As far as we are concerned, everybody who bought or who tries to buy is their own risk.
No compensation?
Compensation for what? Do you have anything there in the first place?
Honorable Mr.
To compensate you?
Somebody is complaining about the activities of this vehicle inspection officers. He said it is being done in Lagos. When do you intend to automate, their operations? That they just stand on the road, and most of the accidents we have right now and traffic snare that is caused by these VIOs.
Nigeria is that everything you complain. Land you complain, VIO you complain. We cannot do everything at the same time. Take everything, come process, one by one. You see, when you have so much problems, you have to take the one that is more important and resolve those problems. Then you move to the next stage. Now, if it's a transport system, do we really have a transport system? in FCT before I came on board. We're trying to put those things in order. But our major headache in this FCT now is what? Land grabbing. Land grabbing. The moment you are able to put this in order, you have achieved, because first of all, it is our major revenue end in terms of
Ground rent.
ground rents, CFO, consent, like you can see the file there, it's for me to sign consent for those approved for consent, try to go and pay, and then get the approvals and the rest of it. Right? Now, before, so many people will come here, the chair and the minister give you all kinds of proposals. This is for you, this is for you, this is for that. And see, it's not everybody. And there's nothing I do. I have not briefed Mr. President. There's no decision. I go and brief Mr. President. See this, see this, see this. Some people are clever by half. Just like we are all seated here. We all agreed. Hold on. Give us time. And then we're able to take a final decision. What disrespect is that? Then you turn around to blackmail us. Somebody said, that so-called Linus was sending me text, go and ask Chris about whom I am. If I show you, I'll show the text for it. There's no insult. Oh, I want to take the land for myself. There's no kind of that thing. But he doesn't know that people are caught, it doesn't work.
And they have asked the president to investigate you and possibly remove you, that you are creating
There's
problems.
no,
you are creating problems.
Yes, it is left for Mr. President.
Meanwhile,
it is left for Mr. President. You know why? They can't get it easy again the way they used to get it. I'm not available. I've told them that. In fact, the Nicholas Ukachukwu'S was seated where you are now. Oh. This is why he sat. His lawyer sat there. I can just remember. And I told him, I said, listen, don't bring this evil style of arranging court orders and judgment. You know me, it won't work. Those things we too, we know. We know you people. Don't do this fast movement. It will not work. So, did I tell you that I'll be here forever as a minister of FCT? Was I elected? I was appointed. So, any day, anytime. Any day, anytime. So it's not him or them telling Mr. President to remove me to the city that is alive now. You want to tell President?
Two quick ones.